Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Realest one in the room, you already know. ActAccordingly, all that shit. Well, damn, I gotta check the comments out the gate before I get into it, man. And Ty, what's going on? Appreciate you, appreciate you. Kevin, what up, bro? What up, man? Jenny, appreciate you, appreciate you. Bonds, my guy, what's going on, man? What's going on with it? I ain't gonna be too long and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I want to do a quick check in after I had to check out this crazy ass event, battle rap shit, you know, what I'm known for, basically. But yo, I ain't gonna be too long. But yo, Sexy Red, right? I don't listen to her at all. Never heard one song of hers, right? Did y'all know, parents, do yourself a favor? Do not be a damn fool. If you got a daughter, don't be no damn fool. Shayla, appreciate you. Appreciate you. It's kind of old now, but y'all know this chick, Sexy Red. She got a what is it, a lip gloss line out? Damn lip gloss line. The names of this shit is wild as hell. Um, I'm not really the type to judge somebody's parenting, but I would like to think something is wrong with your ass if you go and get your daughter some shit like this, right? And these are the names. This is terrible right here. This is terrible. These are the names, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different flavors, types, or whatever the case. The first one is coochie juice, right? The second one is booty hole brown. Yes, booty hole brown, right? The third one is nut, N-U-T, nut. But we keep it raw over here, so I can say this shit. Pussy hole pink. After that one, yellow discharge. After that one, gonorrhea. After that, blue balls, and sex on my period. Those are the names of the lip gloss types that this girl has put out. And people wonder why motherfuckers talk so bad about these leading artists, these leading female artists of the industry, because they not showing anything good to talk about, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like the only one I might have ever listened to might have probably was Cardi. Maybe I listened to a little bit of Mulatto, but as far as Sexy Red, this is the same girl. This is the same girl who, at one point in time, had put it up in front of everybody that her coochie was smelling a certain way. And she put it up there. Yo, this is me. I'm at the doctor. My shit wasn't smelling right. I had to go and get checked out. So how can you really have like any respect for somebody who ain't got respect for themselves, man? You don't put your business out there like that. But I guess that's what the labels is into. If it involves an African American female or even Puerto Rican, Spanish, whatever Cardi B is, if they're embarrassing themselves and it helps, buy the records and sell records and shit like that, then I guess they don't give a fuck. That's a damn shame, though. That's a damn shame. But anyway, I thought that shit was wild, but that ain't even why I'm really on here like that. Money and lames, right? Money and lames. I said it, right? Don, what up, bro? Appreciate you. You already. You already. Yo, shout out to everybody fortunate enough to live a financially secure lifestyle. Like, you don't have to worry about bills and things that most people have to worry about, right? You live pretty comfortable. Live it up, because we can't take a damn thing with us when it's our time to go. You know what I'm saying? But do folk automatically change into a different person and change their mindset once they reach that wealthy status? Or let's say wealthier than what they was. Like I'm saying, to the point where they're just a complete different man or woman, right? Like unrecognizable to even the people that they grew up with. Is it mando? Is it mandatory? Is it a choice? It's a limit for me because I'm at a point in life where money really doesn't satisfy me as much as it does some people. Not all the time. You understand? Not as much as when you compare me to other people who would just, if that's their motivation for everything in life, I can't say anything about that. But I realize that there are more important things in life. At the end of the day, is what I'm saying. It's nice to have, but yet and still, I think some people don't understand that it should never play a part in the way that you think, the way you operate, the way you move. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. So when I see other men pretending that they like the best thing out here, all because it's money in their account, I couldn't really fathom walking around like that. Because the fact of the matter is, if you a sucker, money just makes you a sucker with money. But I know some figure that's perfectly fine with me as long as I got it, right? To each their own. That shit is type spooky to me though, because if you have a choice, which one? Which one you choosing? Would you trade in your principal for a shitload of bread? Of course, it means nice living and no stress, a better lifestyle than what you have now. Depending on who you are, where you come from, and things like that. Bills taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Buy what you want, but at what cost is what I'm saying. Huh? I know plenty would make that choice easily. Like, we all want to live stress free. We all want to live stress free financially. 'Cause that's really the goal in America at the end of the day, right? I could keep everything like I would if I could keep everything about myself intact. Give me the money, but I ain't trying to be a sellout. I ain't trying to. Your reputation is all you got. You understand? To some people, that shit don't mean nothing. Everybody got a different way of looking at it. For most men, as long as it means bad women, they'll risk it. They'll risk it any damn way, all day. Throw everything away, risk everything for something. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. And we all like something thick. Especially if you're a black man, Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? But some of these dudes go too far and they willing to make themselves look crazy and flaunt something that had they not even had that money to flaunt, the females that they talk to probably would never pay them any mind at all. It's a sad thought. That's the type of shit I think about though. Cause I'm the type of person, if I ain't had it before and you wasn't rocking with me, don't try to rock with me now when I got it. Tamika, what's going on? My whole thing is, what about after that though? A few pumps is worth destroying your character. Like everything and anything you might have believed in tarnished because you wanted the money. Because the ladies wanted the money. You wanted the money because the ladies wanted the money, basically. You didn't even necessarily want it for yourself, but you wanted it because that's what most ladies are attracted to. Huh? That be enough for most of these fools, man. They want the money to get the girl. I can't necessarily be against it, but I choose not to do that just to please a woman. I can't see myself doing that, rolling like that. Mind you, a lot of these dudes can't score with women unless they have a humongous account to begin with. Because it go like this. They would never tell you this, but this is how it be going. They was the nerd in school at one point, right? They was the nerd in school. They got mushed in their face when professing their love to the popular chick out of the whole school as a teen. And it always stuck with them. So they want to make up for the most miserable, frustrating, trying time in their teen years, right? By stunting on every woman, crossing their path offline, online. So they Big Willie now. They wasn't always Big Willie, but they is now though. They gonna make sure anything with a switch and perfume knows about their financial come up, their financial situation. But they forget that women still gotta talk to and learn you. And they gonna come to the conclusion at some point. If you a sucker ass motherfucker, if you a lame ass motherfucker, the closer they get to you when they find out about you, it's gonna be this. Oh, he a lame. Girl, if he wasn't paying my rent, my car note, buying me shoes, getting my hair appointments and all of that, getting my kids school clothes, I wouldn't be messing with this clown ass folk. They don't think about that. You can't unlame a lame, man. If you got a bag, that just makes you a bag having lame, a lame with a bag. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. But hey, yo, I do got a question though. Should folks' character be judged based on? This is specifically for this app, man. This is specifically for this app because I think I probably came on here just to ask this question more so than anything. This ain't gonna be long at all. But should folks' character be judged based on what and who they support on the app? Let me repeat that if you don't understand. Should folks' character be judged based on what and who they support on this app precisely? Is that a fair thing to do? Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm just asking, like, genuinely asking. I don't think so in every case. I don't think that's always fair to do. But I'm saying this because at times, right, I find myself amazed and actually mind screwed at how an audience of people with brains can not just listen to but agree and religiously back up this shit that gets said on this bitch by some of these Negroes on here, man. Gary was popping, man. Appreciate you, appreciate you. It's like what's in y'all mind when y'all listen? Cause if I listen, I'm thinking, how are you taking this bullshit in without peeping the inconsistencies, right? No such thing as a perfect human. We all nobody ain't got everything figured out in life. You'd be a lying bastard to say some shit like that. We don't all know everything, but there's also there's very few that will admit that to you though. Anytime I set my ass up here, if I gave my opinion, my perspective or whatever, I also say, yo, this is just me giving my perspective opinion. There's nothing more than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't got all the answers. I'm learning every day I wake up just like anybody who comes in here to support the platform. You understand? Some of us can admit that and they'll tell you that when they sit up here, they'll tell you that when they sit up here live on these platforms. Me, for one example, I said a few times, I ain't trying to be me. This is me. I ain't trying to be no damn role model. I ain't trying to be or claim to be no example for no kids. I don't wear no capes. I bleed, cry, sweat, shit, hurt, sleep. I don't want to be a leader of the people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't trying to be no fake ass, we are the world type, save the children, let's all come together, fake ass Captain America ass Negro and all this shit. Nah, I ain't trying to do none of that. I be living life accordingly. When I say that shit, I mean it. When I yell it out all the time, it's because that's just what it is. It's like I can't put it any clearer to you. I be living life accordingly, literally in every situation or obstacle that comes my way, right? I'm an everyday regular one pant leg at a time black man. How else can I say it? I learn new things every day too. I don't got all the answers, and I promise you, you won't hear me pretend I do. I'm not above criticism or advice. I'm a very understanding man, I feel like. Anybody who doesn't know that about me, they just don't know me at all. You understand? I know how to put myself in the shoes of the man next to me and at least try to see it from his binoculars. You understand? Everybody different. But you wonder sometimes because it's hard as hell to listen to somebody that's so keen on giving advice, but they clearly made it known that they aren't capable or willing to receive it themselves. They think that they're actually above it. Can you imagine that somebody giving advice 24/7 every time they press that live button? But if you try to return it back, they're above that. They'll try to cut you off if you have even a difference of opinion. Isn't that kind of like ain't that kind of like a know-it-all type motherfucker? Tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know something. Like they'll sit that ass up there all day long, hand out critique on about everything that doesn't apply to them, or scratch that what they think doesn't apply to them. It's never them. Like it's never them themselves. It's always y'all, them or they. It's always deflection. Everyone else but them, no matter what the case is. Be swearing they telling what needs to be heard, like the rules don't apply to them. Like they not human they damn self or something. You can't make that shit up, fam. Wrongdoing ain't even in their dictionary, but they'll point out yours in a heartbeat, or they'll point out all your shit. For instance, you can't call this person an alcoholic if you're a weed head yourself. How does that work? Last time I checked, a vice is a vice. We all like what we like. Am I right or am I wrong? Let me know something. Let me know if I'm tripping. It be the nerve, man. It be the nerve. Like just because it's legal don't mean a damn thing. A pothead can't advise an alcoholic if that's the case, is what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, we all got some shit going on with us. We all deal with it differently. But if you're doing something different than what they're doing to deal with it or to cope with it, and you criticizing them when they can criticize you, but they chose not to, then that make you a piece of shit ass motherfucker, in my opinion. Because that goes into the constant narratives these fools be trying to create sometimes on this internet, fam. I'm telling you. In other words, lying, making shit up to paint pictures that only they look good in. Don't let that go over your head. That's what I'm saying, Gary. Addiction is addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like if we all do something, then nobody can say a damn thing to the next person about anything. We can come together and coach each other on how we can, you know what I'm saying? But that wagging the finger shit, bro. Some of y'all gonna pull back a nub with that wagging the finger. I'm telling you, everything that it like either folk be easy to fool or they just be some damn fools, respectfully, because you question that shit. Everything that come out their mouth is beneficial to them, but insulting to others. You gotta watch folks like that, man. Alpha, what's going on? Appreciate you, appreciate you. Like, let them tell it. And they got an S on their chest with a damn cape on their back. Super nigga to the rescue type shit. A whole superhero, bro. They ain't never showed their ass or did what they make seem is below them if you ask them. But the audience will let that shit rock. Smile and nod. They head like a crowd to the pastor or some shit. That shit crazy. Like stop gassing these corny ass fools up here, man. When people do that, it's giving these weirdos all the power needed to keep the fraud shit up. You ever just look at the things that a person is doing and you see other people, they're looking at the person too, but except you see something completely different than what they're looking at, and you can't even understand how do you not seeing this shit right here? Have you ever seen that? That shit is crazy. You be wondering, what exactly are you looking at when you look at this person right here? You do know they're criticizing, right? You do know they're bashing and they're pointing that finger, right? So what exactly are you listening to the point where you big them up so fucking much? Gary says they wagging the finger and but forget the three fingers are pointed back at them. How that work? Right, Gary, right. And remember, I'm talking specifically on here. Like they love to say, well, if people slid away from what I was doing, is something wrong with them? That's them. I ain't do nothing. So you mean tell me it's like, so those people who supported all that time listening to you just magically disappeared, just a magic trick? So there's nothing you can attribute it to that. Then they'll say they left, then also say it doesn't bother them, but continue pointing out the fact that those people left. Accountability is a motherfucker. You understand me? I thought folk understood the game by now as far as the word support goes, because that's actually a dirty word on here to an extent. Like, really, if you've been around long enough, like, what's your version of it? What's your perspective? These fools really be wanting and talking about support. I learned on here to just do your thing, right? Not necessarily count on anybody for that genuine support, because I myself done showed up for multiple folk that never return the same courtesy, which is why I gotta say you have to move cautious with that F word on here, that friend word that motherfuckers be throwing around. You know, you got to separate subscribers from supporters. I said all this before, though. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. In return, what you receive, but it trips me out. It trips me out because fools be capping all day, man, about doing this and doing that in regards to supporting other people. The proof is there. You understand? Like people really be complaining about shit that they don't be doing. I heard this one fool say, "You have to support others that support you. If they not for you, you'll find out." Some shit like that. But the nigga don't be doing the shit his damn self. He don't be doing it. Been frauding to a good extent of the time that he been on here. It's some real habitual cappers running around this bitch, but they be the same ones preaching, crying and contradicting shit, making themselves look like nigga Teresa. What? For real, man. Not Mother Teresa, nigga Teresa. By the way, I heard some shit that YouTube was supposed to like start counting the curse words and the unnecessary words that we use and shit. Instead of them counting down the damn likes that we get, I heard that they're supposed to start counting how many times we curse and say certain words. I don't know how true that is and shit. There's some I seen on Reddit. I don't know, but fuck them anyway. But anyway, y'all be letting fools get away with this facade, man, eating it up and not telling them what they really need to hear. That's why they feel comfortable saying the stupid shit out their mouth. It's a lot of ass kisses and selective bullshit that be going on here. If they cool with the person in question doing the ignorant shit, they either number one won't say nothing about it, or number two they gonna hype it up, go along with it. The fuck? I ain't doing that for nobody. Don't want nobody to do it for me either. You know what I noticed? For some folk, the only support they're used to is when others bow down and fucking bootlit. You understand me? That's the only type of support they're used to. Don't want nobody else to have an opinion. Just bob their head like a fucking idiot with everything they're saying. That's the only way they know how to accept any type of support. Their version of support is no other way. Go fuck up out of here, man. They got to be D-riding and ass kissing on here. I ain't with that shit. You hear me? That makes it hard to even interact with most people. If you ain't up their ass agreeing with every everything, every word, no matter what it is, fools get in their feelings. Like even to the point where they might, dare I say it, even to the point where they might, like swipe your wrench. That's a whole different situation right there. I remember I did videos on that, at least one video. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of shit that stem on here from that too. That's a whole other conversation. These punk ass wrenches. Listen, fools be thinking they doing something with them damn things, man. Like I tell people all the time, I ain't never asking for something like that. If somebody give it to me, they give it to me. There'd be a lot of attachment to these damn wrenches. It'd be too much buffoonery, for for lack of a better word, anyway, attached to them damn things. Everybody got a different take on it, though. That's just my take. Like some folk try to dictate through these damn things. Others might use them according to relationships, rapport they have, which is type normal for a lot of people. Um, Folk get mad over them damn things, man. If they had one before and they return and they don't have one, they might try to come at you sideways or just stop dealing with you altogether. Last time I checked, I just don't really mean anything, but I get it at the same time. I do understand it at the same time. Alpha say, hey, just say what people want to hear. LOL, words are no weight, right? You can never disagree with them either. Really shit I heard today is you want to affirm and manifest something. Make sure the surroundings around you is clean to welcome it. That's the same thing as I be saying about protect your peace, Ron. So I understand what you're saying with that. But how you gonna get mad at a person for removing the damn thing? I'm speaking from experience because I know how it feels. You understand? But it's like if they had one before they return, and which that type of shit couldn't bother me because some folks don't have no business having one in the first place. I think that's what a lot of people don't say. A lot of people having no business having no type of nothing. Like when they come to your chat, that's just what it is. But I understand, to keep the peace and for everybody to get along, to get along, go along, shit. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta keep it 100. How you gonna get mad at a person for removing the damn thing, but you was hardly there to put it to use? Like, if you don't come in that woman or man chat enough to continue having it, like it goes to their head like it's access to VIP or some shit. Them shits don't mean nothing. You can't do nothing with them. You wasn't in there. What you need a wrench for anyway? What you need one for? Oh hell, what's poppin', man? What's poppin'? Please don't ever think you can get under a realist skin by holding something like that over the head, like something so minuscule and irrelevant or rich or modesty. Or no way for me to be affected by something you can only put to use when you come on here. I can't do shit with that outside of this app. That shit ain't making me no money. You understand? That shit ain't keeping no roof over their head. That shit ain't getting me no shoes and no clothes. That shit ain't paying no car note and no mortgage. Like, huh? But I get it to an extent, though. They be thinking that, they do be thinking that, using the rent situation, sometimes people use that to, like, send a message to you, though. I understand that. Tamika, appreciate you. I get that. People use the rent situation to send a message to you. They really be trying to tell you something sometimes through the wrenches, but don't. My thing is this: don't tell me nothing through something like that. Tell me what it is through verbal communication, because that's wimp shit. That's wimp shit. That's very wimpy. You understand? Very wimpy. But my main thing above all, Miss T, appreciate you. I think I said what's up to you, Tamika. Appreciate you. My main thing is just this, man. It's a real thin line. Like you gotta watch like who you be watching and supporting and shit like that. Cause I guarantee you there's probably some people that say the same shit about me. But I ain't never got up here and fake the funk. I ain't never tried to point no fingers. I ain't never tried to pretend I wasn't nothing that, you understand? Nothing like that. I've been on here too long for that. That was the case, I would have, you understand? Like, this shit is entertainment for some. It's a profit for others. A time killer for the other percentage of people. Everybody got their own reasons for being on here. You understand? Some people do take certain things a little bit more seriously than others. Some things do affect other people on this a little bit more than it affects others. But I feel like if you somebody who's been on here long enough, then you kind of like know what it is. You understand? It's only fair to like address and speak on like these things that specifically pertain to this app because we're on here. You know what I'm saying? Let's not act like some of the things I mentioned don't really be playing a part in stupid shit that be happening on here. You be a lying motherfucker. Alpha said if someone takes my wrench and don't speak, then I get the hint and leave. Right. Gary say a wrench could be easily given and easily taken if your words can help someone. What does a wrench matter? Right. Because a lot of people look at it as like a business thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they might just have one person in there who has something like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they feel like I don't really want to pass these out to everybody. And don't get it twisted. Like the majority of what I'm like the basis of what I'm talking about, the focal point, not based on no damn rents. You know what I'm saying? But I just, chose to address things. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should know by now. When I get up here, you don't know what I'm gonna talk about. You don't know what I'm gonna get into. You understand? Old head said, you need a wrench so others that do have a wrench doesn't hate you, doesn't hate on you. Yeah, everybody feel different about this shit, man. like the one reason I've seen people give it is so that they can like, drop their link or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Um, but the way I look at it, the truth shall set you free. Because I remember me personally, right? I remember I said a while back that I wasn't somebody who liked it to see a lot of wrenches in my chat, but hopefully people don't give a fuck about that. If you're anything like me, you just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause for me, now this live shit, it's only gonna go on for a little bit longer anyway. Then I'm going back to what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a completely different dynamic where it's not even gonna be lives and shit like that. You understand? I'm used to uploads anyway. So the wrenches thing, that wasn't even, you understand? But yeah, man, that wasn't really nothing too major. Too major. Um, I would say if I ever have a channel, I think I might rotate wrenches every month. And you got the right to do that. That's what people don't understand, Alpha. You have the right to do that, but people, they make it seem like it's bigger than that. Now, I'm not gonna sit here in front and act like I haven't seen situations where people have used them damn wrenches to kind of like tap somebody on the shoulder and say, "Hey, I did this for a reason, just letting you know. I don't really like you like that." Shit like that, petty shit. You understand? But my thing is, if it's really like that, it shouldn't even be in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I don't want to make this shit just about no damn wrenches. But it was something I had to, it's something I had to touch on. Nene, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you back live, sis. You know what I mean? And again, condolences and blessings and positivity and all that to you. Oh, here said, and keep bending the First Amendment. It's annoying. You talking about YouTube bullshit? You talking about politics? Because this YouTube shit does have like its own like keywords on here that people use and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we say it matters to some, it don't matter to others. It's an honor for someone to give you a range. It's something if you lose it for no reason, it's up to the person whose channel is to see if it counts. Right. You know? Like I like me personally, I said it a while back. First off, respect to anybody who choose not to come to the platform or whatever, right? But other people base it on other things. Me personally, I base it just it's simple. I base it on how frequent I see somebody pop in. If I don't remember seeing them that much, then I probably be like, oh, but they don't need it. But that's it. I don't expect no backlash and no bullshit out of it. But I have been in situations where there was a little slight misunderstanding between me and this person, whatever the case. I went back in and they snatched it. Not that I cared or anything, but then they would go on and make it seem like they wasn't emotional, they wasn't caught up about anything, they wasn't feeling the way. But it's obvious, it's obvious that you might have. People just got their own reasons, man. The longer, if y'all on here as long as I have, then y'all understand what it is. It's stupid shit. But like I say, this shit ain't just about no damn wrenches, man. Now, if I say I know what you mean. Some minds will be petty and time out people they don't like. Yeah, people use them shits for all the wrong reasons, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it said YouTube lives. Okay, I got you. Oh, here, got you. But at the end of the day, what I'm just saying is, and I said this before, because I have to throw my name in the hat if I'm gonna say this type of thing. I say be careful of who you listening to and who you supporting, because motherfuckers be bullshitting and they be putting on this facade, this, that, and the third. It was just last live I told people, if it was ever a time you felt like I was front bullshitting or being a hypocrite to any degree, hit the link, holla at me, let me know, hit me behind the scenes, hit the link, and do something, because I'm always open for a discussion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not above being addressed, but that's just it. There are some people who claim they're just too high and mighty to be addressed about anything. They can't handle it. And it look bad, especially when it's a man, you know, Like men, we got emotions just like anybody else, but then you got some men whose emotions are just a little bit more twisted up than that, and it should be looking crazy as hell sometimes, man. But you gonna see all that on there. You understand? Just be mindful, and I say this shit all the time to people. You got to move, motherfucking accordingly on this bitch, man. Diddy, appreciate you. My fault, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be on here too much longer, but I definitely appreciate y'all popping in, listening to me talk my shit. You never know what it's gonna be with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Just know anytime I get up here, I ain't faking no bullshit. That shit coming straight out. That shit might come out in a way where sometimes people might feel a way about the shit I'm saying. And it's not that I was trying to make people feel a way, just I don't know how to say it no other way. I can only be honest. I can only be authentic and just put it out there the way it's in my head. You understand? Like, prayers was popping, fam. Appreciate you. But we anybody can say ninja freely on here with no consequences. What you mean, Prez? I don't know what you mean. Um, let me see. Yeah. You just mean like the N word in general? Like you trying to say, like you mean like when people say the N word, are you saying you feel like there should be like consequences behind that? Is that what you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. Because me coming from a person who is still like working on that myself, you understand? It just depends on how I'm feeling at the time. You know what I'm saying? Um, and because when like I've been on here long enough to where it's like when I listen to certain lives back of me saying certain things, it's like, yeah, it don't really sound too good. But I probably got to shout out the homie Dome, you know what I'm saying? Because he was one of the first brothers I met on here who's like, I don't really like nobody saying the N word on my platform, and I respected that. Even though I had my slip ups at times, you know what I'm saying? When you come from the hood, it is what it is. That shit is ingrained in you. You understand? You're gonna say certain things. You around it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it be. But when you on here, you understand that there's a whole world that could possibly be clicking on the content you bring to the table, and it's like you got to listen to your shit back to see how you sound sometimes, especially when you're talking about branding yourself and monetization, and the algorithm can you just never know who watches your shit. Lisa J, appreciate you, Quinn, appreciate you. So, like I say, I'm somebody who has layers. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm from the hood, all of that. You know what I'm saying? From the streets, all of that. But I know how to have some type of etiquette about myself when I come up here and speak to where other people from other places can understand exactly what I'm saying. You understand? Nobody can judge shit about you as long as you can deliver it in a way where they can understand. So what? You from the hood? They're not. They don't understand that hood culture, that hood language, or whatever. But I bet you this though. I bet you I can switch it up and make you understand what I'm saying. I don't gotta say it like that. I can pronounce my words the same way you do. You know what I'm saying? People think when they hear so much of a person speaking from one perspective, in a certain way, that that's all they have to offer, and they get proved wrong about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing I love more than to prove a motherfucking wrong, fam. You understand? Um, Nene said, I'm from the rough. I'm from the rough too. I'm trying to sound fake proper. Yeah, you want to switch it up. You want to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sound crazy all the time. You don't want to sound ghetto all the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, I like, I ain't, I ain't gonna never sound like a white boy, nothing like that. But I can have a clever, a very intelligent conversation with the best of them. When people look at you, they see a picture or they hear one video where you was talking about something completely different that probably, was the reason for you even speaking the way you were speaking. They probably figure, oh, that nigga, he can't put his words together. I'm not just saying me, I'm saying in general. This is a whole app right here. This is a whole business basically. You understand? So you switch it up. You understand? Like I remember there's times that people have told me, like my voice don't really match up with how I look and shit. That's because I know how to switch it up. You understand? The more you get to know me, the more you understand that. You know what I'm saying? I would say My mom called all of us kids the N-word equally at home, but rarely in public. Really, for real? Damn. Press say I hate the N-word. I stopped using it. Yeah, you know what, Press? I get what you're saying about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody who, I've listened to a lot of my videos and I hear myself saying it, and I am working on it. I am working on it. But people also got to understand everybody got their time in life where they come to terms with, okay, maybe that don't sound so damn good. You know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna say it forever. Some people are gonna say it in front of whoever, no matter what the topic is. And I learned that shit ain't good. You know what I'm saying? I learned like being on the app that's so diverse, and you got so many different people who watch your stuff. It's like you kind of gotta learn to switch it up. I mean, not necessarily have to, because if they come to your platform and you're delivering the message the way you're delivering it, then they must like you for that. If they, you know what I'm saying? Like they can complain about a few things here and there, but the fact that they're tuning into what you're saying means that they like you for something. So I mean, but yeah, man, you know what I mean? But shout out to everybody, shout out to the Bushes and all that. You know what I'm saying? Do Realest a favor, smack the fire out of that damn like button, man. Sunday night and shit. We getting ready to start over. You know what I'm saying? It's getting like where I'm at. I don't know where y'all at, but where I'm at is getting closer to like fall weather and shit, which is like my favorite time of the year. Fall and early, like early winter type shit. I'm not a big snow fan and nothing like that, but I'm a Sagittarius, so I kind of like certain parts about the cold weather. I like hoodie weather. You know what I'm saying? Then you say we can't help those words, but what's in us makes us authentic. Right, exactly. There's some things that just when you come from certain places, some people might find it easier to get certain words out of this system, but it's not like that for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially based on like you being around the people you grew up with. Like, I'll tell you this much. Like when I was younger, like I want to say it was the sixth grade, maybe on the sixth grade. I want to say I was hanging around my homies who was saying it way before I ever was saying it. Like it took for me to hang around them for me to get used to saying it, and it grew on me. So since sixth grade, I have been using the word, you know. But trust and believe me, I definitely been working on it, because if you know anything about me, like in my natural life, I use it way more than you hear on here. You understand? Like, like I'm an expressive person. Like I have to use, you know, I mean, just like any human being, you use your words to kind of like express yourself when you're feeling a certain way. So when you mad, you really don't care what come out your mouth. Nah, man. Them crafty said, yeah, we crafty, Nene, we crafty. You know what I'm saying? We crafty and shit. Yeah, we crafty. We a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on them Sagittarius. I be trying to tell people that shit. Don't never sleep on them. You know what I'm saying? Like Sagittarius, like we them ones that be playing. You ever see like clips in the movies or even in real life where you got two people playing the card game, right? And that one person that think they getting ready to end the game, and the other person they ain't really saying anything. They just sitting there looking at them like, go ahead, you make your move or whatever the case is. And they show their hand, and it's like, I wait for you to do that because I had my hand all along. I just wanted to rub it in. We them type of people. I don't say that like in like we shiesty, but I'm saying like when people think they got you figured out, when they think that they two steps ahead of you, we like that last step ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's Virgo season. Right. Yeah, Dome, you know what I'm saying? Drop your link. If you got a what's the name? You can drop your links. I ain't gonna be on here too long. I just got up here to rap some shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just got done watching this battle rap event. This shit was on for like a few hours, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to come up here, touch on a few things before I laid my ass down, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for the week and all of that. But shout out to y'all. Like I say again, Nene, blessings to you. Condolences and all of that. Like you already know. Um, Anybody who been supporting the platform, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody who been supporting the platform, I appreciate you. Because one thing people forget, nobody has to watch, click on, or come into anybody's chat at all. And I think some people take that shit for granted sometimes. I make sure I shout people out and I thank people for that. You understand? Because to some, what might not be such a big thing, it's the small things, even if it is small, whatever, because anybody can click on your shit. But it's like, you want people to know you appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? The best thing you can do is let people know you appreciate some shit. You understand? Some people don't understand nothing about that because they be too busy criticizing, judging, and pointing that finger, and they ass gonna pull back a nub one day. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. For real. Well, I stopped doing the content because some guidelines or whatever, YouTube, whatever the case. But I do plan on getting back to the battle rap thing. You know what I'm saying? I kind of had the itch to like getting that, which means I don't need to do lives in order to do that content. I'm an upload person. You understand? Like I always been big on uploads. I know a lot of people used to say, yo, the lives are what helps your channel grow and all this. Your lives are better than the upload and all that. For me, it was the uploads. I never had to like consistently go live in order to build my channel. You know what I'm saying? So people gotta understand this what works for you. You understand? Work for that person don't that mean it's gonna work for you. I always had my formula, always had my bread and butter, which was the battle rap thing. You know, um, that's how I went from what was 700 subs to like seven. I already said all this shit before, but that was my lane. I took a break from it because I wanted to try something different. I just wanted to relax and just kind of like just I guess just have fun with the app. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have a hard time having fun with the app when you know motherfuckers be thinking they slick and shit. You understand? But I'm about to get my ass up off here, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, Nene, Gary, Prez, uh, Don, Miss T, uh, Anti, Didi popped up in here. Uh, who else? I want to make sure I get all the names. You know what I mean? Old Head popped up in here. Bronze, Alpha, Tamika. I think that's about it. Jenny. Yeah, that's about it, right? Shay Love, Shay Love. Shout out to Shay Love. My bad, my bad. Kevin up in here. Yeah, shout out to him, man. Shout out to all y'all. I appreciate y'all. Gary say whatever works for you, realist report is gonna follow you. Yeah, that's the way I look at it, Gary. Like we can't stop. We can't have second thoughts about what we want to do because we concerned about if the support is gonna follow. If it's genuine, it's genuine. If it's real, it's real. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Life is too short to sit there and worry about the things that are not happening. Let's focus on the things that can happen. Let's focus on what we want to happen. Manifest it. You know what I'm saying? So you're right about that. Prez said, I'm about to be like, Mitch, be wrong. Prez, you crazy, man. Alpha say, don't be going so long. Realest vampires. Appreciate you, Alpha, always, always. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all, everybody in the bushes and all that. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like, share out if you choose, whatever the case. Y'all be easy, peace, blessings, and all of that. And like I always say, every day is a blessing, man. You know what I mean? This Monday that we're going into, that's a blessing. It's not just an ordinary Monday. So don't be thinking like that. That could be, sorry to make it sound so grim, but that could be anybody's last Monday on this earth. So just think about that and put out the energy that you want to receive. There's some people that just don't understand that. So when they actually receive it, they don't be prepared and their eyes be all big and pop-eyed and shit. Like, wow, somebody just slapped me with a taste of damn reality. I just got a heart check. No pun intended, but You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can go ahead and drop links, whatever the case. I'm about to get my ass up off it. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? All love and all that. I'm out.